Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Tada Shiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryanta Mande Guru Paramparam Shrutismati Purana Malayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakatav Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomabhat Vyapta Dehaja Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindham Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandra Shekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimbi Stavaihi Vedai Sangapadakram Upanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Tritiyodhyayaha Karma Yogaha Om Narayana Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha saptadvipacha medini. Now, Lita madam, let's all chant sloka number 2, chapter number 3. Okay. Is Arvind going to chant today? Okay. Thank you. I think you have to. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. Very good. Chapter number 3, sloka number 2. Arjuna vacha vyamishreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyoham apnuyam.
Arjuna vacha vyamishreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyoham apnuyam.
Very good. All of us, let's chant together. Some small clue for chanting this particular sloka to all of you. When that shra is coming, you have to emphasize. Okay. So chant with me together now. Arjuna vacha vyamishrene bhavakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyoham apnuyam. Got it, no? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It adds some elegance to chanting. You will discover all this when you chant for a number of times. Yes? You all agree? Some people? Can you just, no? Yena shreyoham apnuyam. Okay, Arvind. Okay, fine. Now, where are we? 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga. Welcome to a wonderful chapter called Karma Yoga. Very, very practical. All of us have to actually specialize in this Karma Yoga. Many people say that Bhagavad Gita is all about Karma Yoga. They are not completely correct. Yes, Karma Yoga is one of the important aspects mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. But please understand, Karma Yoga is a stepping stone for Jnana Yoga. So without Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga is impossible. Without Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga is incomplete. These two laws you already have. What is the third law we coined in the last class? Without karma, karma yoga is impossible. And without jnana yoga, karma plus karma yoga will be incomplete. So what is the process? Process is one has to know about karma. Karma means what are the activities I should do. And as per our Shastras, karma and dharma are almost same or interchangeable. And karma as per our Sanatana Dharma means only those activities which contribute to punyam. And if you don't do certain things correctly, what contribute to papam? Generally, karma generally means Vaidika karma. But today we can extend that to even your Laukika karma as far as some of the values and attitudes are concerned. So please make a note. The goal of Vedas, as I keep saying, is to make you eternally happy. And for that, the formula that the Vedas have got is what? Technically, as a process, karma, upasana, and jnana. But practically, what you need to build? Karma, guna, and bhavana. So what does it mean? Karma here means all the daily karma you have to do. Everybody has got some nitya karma, naimittika karma, kamya karma, prayaschitta karma, and pratishiddha karma. I have told earlier. You all know. Anybody who has understood, please write in the chat box for the benefit of other people. Everybody has got that. That means what? Every day you are supposed to do something to get punyam. If you get up in the morning, brush your teeth, drink coffee, go for a jog, then go buy some vegetables, cook, eat, go to office, come back, then see TV, you will not get any punyam. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, our Vedas, Vedamata wants us to get punyam. So, they describe certain duties, and these are popularly called as religious duties. These religious duties are overall called as karma. So far, are you clear? That is karma. So when karma yoga is being mentioned in this chapter and throughout Bhagavad Gita, karma technically means all the karma, all the activities that you do to earn punyam. Like you go to work, right? How do you earn money? If you sit at home, eat and sleep. Nah, if you are Sapata Raman, will people give you money? Nobody will give you money. So for money, you are going and working in the office or consulting or doing work from home, everything, right? Similarly, here also you can work from home. For Bhagavan, you work from home. But do karma as per our ordained duties. All that we are going to discover. What is the karma? What we should do? Lot of Sri Matas have called me and asked, you are saying Sandhyavandhanam is a karma. What should these three Matas do? Is there something that we also can do? I will tell you in the process also. You all can do. Everybody can do. And I'll tell you, investing 10 to 15 minutes every day, 2 times a day, or even once a day, or even 3 times a day, will give you a lot of punyam. Don't think only doing elaborately long, big karmas is going to give you punyam. Even doing the small things every day is going to give you a lot of punyam. So karma is important. So note that down. Now, when you apply this karma in your other activities like worldly activities and your interaction with people, what will give you punyam and what will enter into you as papam are 2 things. Guna and bhavana. Write down. Guna are values. So the Vedas not only prescribe karma, but also prescribe guna and bhavana. Example. What is a bhavana? Matra devo bhava, pitra devo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atithi devo bhava. Bhava means bhavana. Have that attitude. Let me tell you, just having an attitude of reverence to these annals of our Sanatana Dharma, Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam, Aditi, and all those things will give you punyam. If you act contrary to that, you will enter into getting papam. Is the formula clear? Bhavana also gets you punyam. And what is guna? Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyaya anma pramadaha. All these are available for you in a concise form in Taittiriya Upanishad. Whoever had the opportunity to study Taittiriya Upanishad will anyway release that as part of our e-learning courses. Please listen to them in Taittiriya Upanishad beautifully as a summary. You don't need to go and study Dharma Shastram. Dharma Shastram is very, very, very huge. Athato Dharma Jignasa. See, Dharma and Karma, I told you, interchangeable, right? Dharma Jignasa means let me know, try to understand what is Dharma. What are the karmas I need to do to get punyam? See, the Vedas broadly, I told you, is karma, upasana, jnana, can also be categorized as karma and jnana. Another simple way of categorizing. Karma means what all action I should do. And go to higher worlds. No, go to Sargalokam and beyond, enjoy all the pleasures. By punyam alone, you can get to higher worlds of experience, of happiness. So the entire analysis of what kind of actions I need to do as per the Vedas to experience happiness, not only here but also hereafter, is called karma or dharma. And analysis of that is called Dharma Shastram or Dharma Sutram of Jaimini. Write down. Jaimini was a key disciple of Vedavyasa who wrote the Dharma Shastras called Dharma Sutram Athato Dharma Jignasa. And the other half is what? Jnana. That alone, karma alone will not give you liberation. You have to go to Jnana. And so his guru. Who is Jaimini's guru? Let me put it now differently. If Jaimini is a disciple of Vedavyasa, Bhagavan Vedavyasa, Vedavyasa is the guru of Jaimini. So let us remember, I keep reminding you during this Chaturmasyam period, always remember Vedavyasa. Without Bhagavan Vedavyasa, we cannot be what we are today. Please understand, you have all seen photograph where there was a long beard, always writing. No, that poster you have seen, right? Such a beautiful photograph, right? So always remember, because of all the things that he has compared for us, we are able to live a proper life, way of life. And so, Vedavyasa taught his disciple, everybody, 4 disciples, 4 Vedas. But one disciple wanted to be Adhika Prasangi, Atmanathan. He said, I know better than my guru, and he wrote this Athato Dharma Jignasa. Since his disciple didn't give the right solution to people, Vedavyasa himself wrote what? Brahma Sutras or Shariraka Mimamsa or Vedanta Mimamsa Shastram called as Brahma Sutras, which we'll study one day. The grace of God, we will study that in detail. It's all meant for you only. Don't think it's difficult. Nothing is difficult, let me tell you. And in that, he's clearly analyzed all the Upanishad mantras. Now, Shankara, ready, one day, getting ready, we'll study Brahma Sutras also. Nothing is impossible. Let me tell you, grace of Guru and Bhagavan, you can study everything. In that analysis of Upanishad mantras is told how one can get to moksha. Clear now? Are you clear now? Karma and Jnana. In between Upasana is mentioned. So what are the 3 things? As I told you, Karma, Upasana, Jnana. Then Karma, Guna, Bhavana. And I wrote in one of those messages recently, all these have to be expressed explicitly. Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. Write down these 3 triads. These 3 triads define our Dharma. If anybody asks you in the world tomorrow or from today itself, what is this Sanatana Dharma? What are the tenets of Sanatana Dharma? You all say Hindu religion, what is it? Nothing but these 3 triads. Are you getting one? It's simple, made no? Sanatana made simple. Ganesh Ramurthy, clearly, yeah? Can somebody now summarize all these 3? Ellame 3 varudhu paranga. Trimurti, ellame 3. Correct? So, Bhuhu, Bhuva, Swaha, everything is 3. Rishis are so great. They condense everything into 3. So, summary, what is summary? Karma, Upasana, Jnana. Very good. Next, Karma, what? Guna, Bhavana. Third is kaya, vacha, manasa. What is kaya, vacha, manasa? By physically, you have to have reverence to the Guru and Bhagavan. That's why if you are a Purusha, do Ashtanga Namaskaram. And you should say, one day, let's explain what is Ashtanga Namaskaram. You should say Namaskaram while Solono. Atmanathan. Nah. But time is but anyway, if you're a three, you do Panchanga Namaskaram. The Bhavana should be there, Kaya should be there, then Vacha. By speaking, while writing messages, have the reverence to Guru. Just don't write one-liners. This is not some gupshup, comic kind of exchanges. A lot of seriousness is required. Then Manasa, in the mind always. Every day morning, remember the Guru. Every day we remember our Gurus, all who taught us the Shastras. Without Guru, we are nothing. Tatah kim, tatah kim, tatah kim, tatah kim. So with this background, let us see what is Arjuna's problem. Arjuna asked a question at the beginning of 3rd chapter. What is the question Arjuna asked? What is the question Arjuna asked? Hey Bhagavan, you praised Gnana to the sky. Jnani is the greatest, you told. But you told me, finally you go and do karma. What is it? What is that you are trying to do? I am not able to understand. And so he further expands the question in this sloka number 2. He says, you are actually saying contradictory statements. You praise something, instead of asking the person to go do that, you ask him to go do another thing. For example, in your own house, you all are watching a cricket match. Example, cricket is very popular in India, no? So, you see all very good batsmen coming and playing, like those days, Virendra Sehwag is hitting sixer. Then you may have your son interested in seeing cricket. Then you will tell in that process, one day you should become like Sehwag, become a good cricketer. Next day morning, you'll tell, go to school, get first rank. What will the boy say? Papa, you told me yesterday you play cricket and become a great batsman. Now you are telling me go to school. In school, in the classroom, I cannot play cricket. So how can I become great? Please tell me what should I do? You will ask that or not? Like that, Arjuna is saying you are seemingly telling contradictory statements. Observe Arjuna's statement. Arjuna is saying, no, you don't know. You simply saying something very contradictory. Seemingly contradictory. What is seemingly contradictory? He's saying, Bhagavan, maybe you are clear. For me, it looks contradictory. How to approach a Guru? The Shraddha is being shown here. Then, second, by your statements, you are confusing my intellect. Maybe other people are clear, but my intellect is getting confused. So please tell me, Bhagavan, tell me definitely. You tell me, either you do karma or you do jnana. If you tell me that jnana is great, you allow me to go and get jnana. You give me release from the battlefield, which is waiting. That is the indirect message. Arjuna is waiting for relieving order from Bhagavan. You are relieved from the battlefield. You want that certificate so that he can show certificate tomorrow to the world. See, look at Arjuna's mind. Tomorrow, if he goes to battlefield without any permission, people will say you are covered. All that we revised, no? First chapter, second chapter. If he puts on certificate in the head, Lord Krishna has given me release from battlefield, then nobody can say anything. All the blame will go to Lord Krishna. So you want a certificate from Bhagavan, you are released from the battlefield. So he's saying, if you want me to go with Jnana, relieve me from the battlefield, go to forest, sit down, take Bhiksha and study Vedanta Shastram and get Jnanam. That's what he was trying to say. Or you praise karma. If you want me to do karma, you praise karma as the greatest in the world. Then only I will do karma. Chinna Payamar, if a small boy is saying that, tell me definitely one of these two by which I will attain the greatest good. See, whenever we are doing karma, we are doing simply, are we not doing all actions to give us some happiness? Prayojanam anudvishya mandopina pravartate. Correct, Shankara Ganeshan. Some 2 or 3 decades back, in Doordarshan, there was one serial, Aa Bail Mujhe Maar. There was one character in that particular serial. Whenever the person goes out, he'll get into trouble. No? So he'll come home and say, today is another bad day. That is a comic serial, right? Anybody has seen that? I don't know. Aa Bail Mujhe Maar. Hindi, in English, it means, I go on the road, the bull comes and hits me. Always getting into trouble. Will anybody want to do like that? Nobody wants to do any action for getting into trouble. We all do action for being happy. D.V.R. Shastri remembers that. Very good. Okay. So Arjuna is saying, tell me that one way of life, one particular thing I should do so that I can reach the ultimate good. So he is thinking, now observe, what is the inherent meaning? By doing karma also, I can reach the highest good. By reaching jnana also, I can reach highest good. So he tell me which path I should take. Now, some people say, right, by doing bhajana itself, we can get moksha. By doing Ramanama itself, we can do moksha. No? Somebody comes and says, no, you have to sit and study Vedanta Shastra properly, then you will get moksha. Yes or no? Are you all not getting confused? What is happening in the world? They are doing bhajana like this, dancing and all, Radha Kalyanam and all, saying, oh, if you do that, you get moksha. They're saying that or not? So you're all confused. So please understand, there is a saying in English, Hari Panamana, right? In the land of blind, one-eyed is the king. Yes or no? So we should not be blind. Upanishad mantra says, Andhenaiva niyamana yathandaha. Beautiful statement it says. Okay, later will come. Andhome kana. Okay, whatever it is. So the life, like blind leading the blind. So don't get into that. The path is very clear. This kind of bhajana and all those things have come very, very late for the convenience of people. They say in Kali Yuga, sir, who can go and study Vedanta Shastra? Correct? Are we not studying Vedanta Shastra? Bhagavad Gita's Vedanta Shastra will be starting Upanishad class shortly after all the small problems about my operations is settled. Then we'll study Brahma Sutras. Why can't you study? You can study. And they quote that wonderful shloka. What? Kalau kalmasha chittanam Papat dravyopa jivinam vidhikriya vihinanam gatir govinda kirtanam. Understand the meaning of this, Madhu? What it means is, kalau kalmasha chittanam. In Kali Yuga, anyway, all the mind is totally, spoiled. Kalmasha means what? Some kind of problem has entered the mind and it is only taking us in the wrong direction. Kalmasha, no, dirt. Papat dravyopa jivinam. Dravya means all the things that you're touching, all equipments are using are only fully polluted. Correct. Papa dravyam, anything you touch is papam, so only papam, touching, papam, mind, everything, kaya, vacha, manasa, papam is happening. Vidhikriya vihinanam. There is a way of life ordained by your shastras that is called vidhi. Nobody is following that. So what? Gatihi govinda kirtanam. They say, no? Govinda Sankirtanam, Govinda, Govinda. They say, no, and start Upanyasam and all, right? That is definitely good. We are not saying it is not good, but that is the beginning. Correct. Avidyaya mantare vartamanaha, Dayam dhira panditam manyamanaha, Dandramyamana praviyanti mudaha, Andhenaiva niyamana yatha. It comes in two places in Upanishad actually. I will like all when I take Upanishad class, I'll tell you. So please understand, you all should not get deluded. So please understand that the path is very clear. Karma, Upasana, Jnana. And Karma Yoga is stepping stone for Jnana Yoga. Then you can ask questions, sir, where does this Bhajana, Ramanama, Rama Sankirtana, all or Parayanam falls? Everything falls under Karma. Everything. Your yogasana, dhyanam, standing upside down, going to Tirtha, all that is going to come. I'm giving you all the precursor now itself. So Arjuna's seemingly doubt that is there, Bhagavan, give clarity. Somebody can cut paste the meeting, no? Whatever that, whatever we had put as a meeting note, no? Where is that? Somebody's okay. Very good. You should also put the one before that, which says that what? All of you have taken the opportunity to download the book or not? I'm giving you this weekend. I'm going to give another this Saturday, Sunday. Please go and download the book because from next class, we are going to refer to the book and the book will be a guideline to study systematically Gita going forward. Lot of value in that book. Please download. So weekend is being given now time. For India, only 1 day is left. For America, 2 days are there. So lucky people. So you can do that quickly. Okay, very good. Very good. Fantastic. Now the meaning understood, no? So Arjuna is saying that you are confusing me, contradictory statement. Please tell me only one way. And so let us do Padavibhaga, understand. It is what Arjuna said. What are the Padavibhaga? Vyamishrena eva vakyena buddhim mohayasi iva me. See, iva, the iva karam is very important. Sanskrit, who knows? Please underline the word iva. Iva and eva are two important words in Sanskrit. Iva means seemingly, as if. Eva means definitely. So where you should use iva, where you should eva, depending on the context, use carefully. Clear? Understanding? Malati madam, you understood? No? Iva karam and eva karam. Okay, now. Tat ekam vada nischitya yena shreyaha aham apnuyam. Uttam Purushalame. Clear? Now, Anmaya. Iva vyamishrena vakyena mohayasi me buddhim. Iva vada nischitya ekam tat yena aham apnuyam shreyaha. Clear? Anvaya is clear, no? Okay. Okay. So you see, two places Iva is coming. That means what? As a student, Arjuna is very careful with his teacher. Teacher is Jagat Guru, Bhagavan. See, now look at the meaning. The meaning when you study, that's why when you do Padavibhaga, Anvaya, Rama here, correct? Huh? You are getting wonderfully the meaning, exactly how the conversation is happening. I mean, okay. Iva, seemingly, though seemingly, Vyamishrena, Visheshena Mishrena, Vyamishrena. That means what? Contradictory. Suppose you mix two things, no? Suppose you mix a sweet and a kara together. Now, Meenakshi madam, you do one mixture. Anyway, no, Deepavali is coming. You all do one mixture, kara and sweet. If you mix both, you cannot make out which is one, right? So, mixture. So, Arjuna is saying, Vyamishrena, contradictory. So, seemingly, though seemingly contradictory, Iva Vyamishrena, Vakyena, statements. What are the statements I revised in the last class? Bhagavan told, Yamima Pushpitam Vacham Prabhadanti Avipaschitaha, all those things. Yes, derided, so-called, told about karma in a lighter vein, but has praised jnana. But then he asked him to go and do karma. So, contradictory statements, vakyena. What has happened because of listening to all these things? Tamil, there is a statement, Araver card, half-baked. Don't be half-baked in anything. Either be fully baked or don't be baked. Don't be half-baked. Half-baked is the problem. So, he says, Mohayasi me buddhim. So, by your contradictory statements, seemingly contradictory statements, you are confusing my intellect. My intellect is getting confused by you. So, any student will say, I am getting confused, sir. Sir, please give me clarity, sir. Remember the first class you sat for calculus, integration, differentiation and all? Teacher will keep on saying something. He'll put on S mark. What is S mark also we won't understand. Then they will say that is called integration. Correct? That is very confusing. So, Arjuna is saying your contradictory statements, seemingly contradictory statements are confusing my intellect. Eva, as it were. See, again and again. As it were. That means what? You have got clarity. But my intellect is confused as it were. You are confusing my intellect as it were. So the Iva karam should be underlined. Okay, important. Vada nischitya. Now he's telling, now you please tell me, I am not a great jnani like you. Krishna Paramahamsa, you are Jagat Guru, you are great. You tell me only one thing. Children definitely say this. Don't tell me 2, 3, 4 things, Papa. Tell me only one thing. I will follow that. Correct? So tell me only one thing. Tell me definitely. Vada nischitya. Tell me definitely. Ekam tat. Wonderful shloka. Ekam tat. One of these two. You tell me karma, I will follow karma. You tell me jnana, I will go to jnana. So like all these people have got, when they come to 12th standard, 12th grade, you all had the classic dilemma, whether to go become an engineer or a doctor. Those days. Nowadays, there are so many opportunities, right? You can become chartered accountant, lawyer. People can do startup. You can 12th grade startup. Correct? They can do startup business. They can do so many things. So what we used to do, either like intelligent people or no foolish people, we'll all write both the exams, entrance exam, both medical entrance as well as engineering entrance, and then wait. Then we'll see, look out, till the last minute we don't decide whether to go for engineer or doctor. Yes or no? Correct? I'm only playing my experience in front of you. Correct? It all happens in life. We are confused. So like that, then somebody has to come and tell, go and study engineering. You can become Google like Sundar Pichai. Somebody will go become doctor. Now something they will have to say, we are confused, they are confused. Finally, we wind up doing something and we are land up where we are today. Yes, sir. Like that, Arjuna is very smart. He's asking a very right question. Tell me only one of these two. Tell me karma or jnana. Yeah, na, but I want something from you. That path which you tell me, yeah, na, by which aham apnuyam, I will attain. Apnuyam means I will attain. Aham, I will attain what? Shreyaha, supreme good. Correct? Shreyascha preyascha manushya thau samparitya vivinakti dhiraha. Beautiful cut-off mantra is there. Yama tells Nachiketas, there are two paths, my dear boy. One is called Shreyo Marga, one is called Preyo Marga. That which gives you all the worldly benefits and happiness is called Preyo Marga. That which gives you eternal happiness is called Shreyo Marga. So Arjuna is thinking, by following either of these two paths, one can get to the ultimate good. Now I am telling you, you are all much smarter than Arjuna, because you know the formula. What is the formula? If you were in Bhagavan's position, what is the answer you will give, Arjuna? I want to see two people telling in the class. What is the answer you will give? If this question is put to you by somebody, what answer will you give? Simple laws we have followed, no? Without karma yoga, jnana yoga is impossible. That means what? One cannot skip karma yoga. Write down. One cannot skip karma yoga or karma yoga, suddenly land in a parachute into jnana yoga. You cannot take a flight and dispose this karma. You cross karma and land in jnana. Bhagavan is going to help explain all this beautifully. You cannot paraland in jnana yoga without doing karma. Got it? First point. Similarly, you cannot stay only as a karma in karma kandi only. Na karma ve pannittu irukka mudiyadhu. Bhavanumanthi madam. Swamiji nalla joke solluvar. I repeated it a couple of times. There was a student who went to the UKG. They promoted student to first standard and they gave marks card. Go to first standard. The boy said, I like my miss in UKG, so I will not go to first standard. I will be in UKG only now. So, if you like to do only karma, japa, puja, jnana, tirtha yatra, same thing, people start getting addiction to it. Only bhajans. Prabhu, Ganapate, you can keep on singing, doing bhajan, everything. But please understand, even that also is going to bind you. One is you do karma properly, at the right time, take promotion, go to the next class. Correct? அப்பதான் கடைசியில CA முடிக்க முடியும். Come again இல்லாத CA அப்பதான் முடிக்க முடியும். Correct? So do that systematically and come to jnana. I'll tell you, once you get jnanam, you will see everything crystal clear. Why should this person do karma? Why should this person do upasana? Why should this person do tirtha yatra? Why should this person do japa? Why should this person do nama sankirtana? Why should this person do bhajana? I will tell you all the 25 things, because I have done all the 25 things you can think of. What is the value for everything? Even in chanting, there are 6 levels. How to practice all that? We are going to learn as part of this karma yoga. Please understand. So, one cannot skip karma yoga, jump into jnana. At the same time, that means what? Karma is a necessity. Write down. Karma is like your middle school, primary school, middle school, high school. Can you go and get admission to PhD without getting postgraduate? Tell me, anywhere in the world will they admit you to doctoral studies? So unless you qualify, you will not go. So karma is qualification criteria. But you cannot remain in only qualifying criteria. You have to move. So the beautiful path that our Vedas have laid. Then you can ask, sir, why people don't come to Jnana at all? They're only in karma. Answer also, you know. Their prarabdha, their own understanding has not allowed them to explore the great Vedanta Shastras that was given to us by our own rishis. Our Vedas goal is Vedanta. If you want to study Mahaparivas, all Daivattin Kural, all those things, clearly Pariva says, what does it say? The goal is Vedanta, goal is Jnanam. All stepping stone. So, stepping stone for getting Chitta Shuddhi. The mind should be purified. I'll give you an example. Or Sringeri Mahasannidhanam told in one of the Upanyasams. The Karma Kandis argue that only, see, Grahasthas only can do yaga. Another point. Nah, Dr. Rangarajan. Brahmachari, sannyasi cannot do yagam. They cannot offer anything to the fire. So, Agni Karma is very important for anybody who is doing that particular way of life. And only by that the person will get punyam and progress as per Dharma Shastram. So this Purva Mimamsa, this Karma Kandis come and argue, Bhanumati madam, the Brahmachari is there, he cannot do all this Agni Karma, so he will not get Chitta Shuddhi, so he cannot get Jnanam. The argument they give. Acharya Shankara beautifully says, what do you say? What punyam or Chitta Shuddhi the Grahastha gets by doing all the Agni Karma, Brahmachari can get by Japa, by Dhyana, Guru Shushrusha, Tirthayatra. Sri Matas, you may think, I am not allowed to chant Veda Mantras, I am not allowed to Yajna. Can I get Chitta Shuddhi? Definitely Chitta Shuddhi is possible. You do what I am going to teach you. Vikalam, then Gayatri, Mantrartha Shloka, chanting, small puja, temple, all that you keep on doing. And the day you can sit down in Bhagavad Gita class like this, that is the certification that you got Chitta Shuddhi. Many Karma Kandis cannot sit in Jnana Marga class. Let me tell you. They 1 minute, people are doing all the rituals, cannot sit in this Vedanta class. Very fat sitting because you have done enough karma to get Chitta Shuddhi. So please understand, one cannot skip karma, land in Jnana. One cannot rotate only in karma. That is the classical path Bhagavan is going to explain. I will attain Shreyaha. So Arjuna thought that he can skip and do only karma and get to go to moksha. It is not possible. Clear now? Now you see how Bhagavan is going to say now. Come, next sloka number 3. Sri Bhagavan uvacha lokesmin vividha nishtha pura prokta maya nagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam.
Sri Bhagavan uvacha Lokesmin vividha nishtha pura prokta maya nagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam.
Very nice. Let's all chant together. Sri Bhagavan uvacha lokesmin vividha nishtha pura prokta maya nagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now see how the teacher reacts to a question from a disciple and what the disciple is saying. Indirectly, Arjuna is telling, you are confusing me. So, if Bhagavan is like normal teacher, what he should do? Go. You don't know even how to talk properly, I will not teach you. Should have told that, right? He didn't say that. He didn't say that because why? Bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam etaduttamam. He's going to say later, you are not only my bhakta, but also my sakha. You are my friend. You are my disciple. You are my bhakta. Long combination. Arjuna and Krishna got a unique relationship. So after this question was put, 2 questions was put to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is addressing what? Arjuna as Bhagavan. What Bhagavan told? I'll give Saramsham first. Oh, sinless one. How is he addressing Arjuna? You are a person who is free from all sins. Anagha, abdinaka sinless. Agamna papam, write down. Sandhyavandhanam Mantra Agham nu varum. One day I'll tell you Sandhyavandhanam Mantra meaning when I take, I'll explain to you. Agham means what? Papam. Anagha means what? Who is free from sin. In fact, I've seen a few Sri Matas having name Anagha, very nice name. Anagha, Srilingam, Akara Mandanaka is very nice name. Anag, but Anagha is fine. Okay. So Bhagavan is addressing Bhaktosime, correct, Meenakshi madam. Anagha, that means what? Oh, sinless one, please understand, my dear. You are still very dear to me. Hey, Arjuna, sinless one. Why sinless? Because only if you are free from sins, you can get Jnanam, you can get Jnana Shastram, Moksha Shastram. Please understand. Muktirno Shatajanma Koti Sukritaihi Punye Vinalabhyate. Don't forget that. If you want to get Jnanam and Jnanamargam, you have done a lot of Punyam earlier. No, Punyam means what? Free from sin. This is also Punyam. Please understand. So please understand that from time immemorial, understood, in this world, twofold disciplines or way of life have been prescribed. Twofold. So, right from the beginning of creation, that means what? Now all the points should note down. Did Bhagavan create the way of life first and then the creation? Or first the creation and then way of life? I'll give you an example. Suppose Bhagavan created the earth first and then the way of life. Then the way of life says if you do Punyam, you should go to Sargam. Then Bhagavan should create Sargam. Correct? Namla Mari. We fellows, what we'll do? First we'll do something. Then we'll try to find out what is the solution, put something there, right? No. Bhagavan first creates everything. The structure is created first. All the worlds are created first. The way of life is created first. Vedas are created first. The manual is created first. And then you are born. Manual Vedas are not given after you are born. See, when you're going by an equipment, what happens? They give you the equipment and the manual together or not. In the present world, it is together. Because, your operational manual, software manual, you write after the product is finished. That is human creation. But Bhagavan's creation is manual first because he knows how the creation is going to end up. That is the difference in Bhagavan and us. We don't know how the product will end. Correct, Sundar Mama? We don't know how the product will end. We'll start trying to do a normal car, we'll end up doing an electric car. So if you made a manual for diesel car, you cannot apply to electric car. So only after the product is done, we'll create manual. So Bhagavan is very clear how the creation will happen. So the manual is done first. Way of life is defined through the Vedas. So right at the beginning in this world, twofold disciplines have been initiated by me. Bhagavan is saying Supreme Paramatma. Now you see, Bhagavan is taking a role as Paramatma, Karma Phaladata, as the king of the whole universe. I have created these two ways of life. Only two ways. There is no 3, 4, 5, 6. Only two. Clear? Only two. So, has been initiated by me. Right? In the beginning of creation itself. That means what? You should understand. Vedas were there before or creation is there before? Tell me. Ananta vai Veda. Write down this. Even when there is dissolution, Vedas continue to remain. So with the Vedas only, Brahmaji creates the worlds. And the Vedas contain everything that you need to know. Everything. Laukikam, Pravritti Margam, Nivritti Margam, Dharmam, Shastram, Punyam, Papam, all the Chaturdasha Lokas, everything is there in the Vedas. So Vedas have no decay or no end. Vedam Adive Adiyade. Please understand, Vedas cannot be destroyed. Way of life is always there. World only will come and go. Srishti Sthiti Laya. Are you understanding? Srishti Sthiti Laya. Karana Govinda. So, Srishti will happen continuously. But Vedas cannot undergo change. So, you understand? That's why the manual is always permanently available. That has been initiated by me. And Vedas are not different from Bhagavan. Next point, write down. Are Vedas different from Bhagavan? No. Vedas are called the breath of Bhagavan. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad mantra says, Yasya nishvasitam Vedaha. For whom the breath itself, breath of Bhagavan, Meenakshi Madam, write down wonderful sloka. Vedo Shiva Shivo Vedaha, Vedadhyayi Sada Shivaha, Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena Vedadhyayi Bhavedhyaha. Or Vedadhyayana Matchayet. Both are fine. Oh, Vedo Shiva Shivo Vedaha. Veda is Shiva, Shiva is Veda. They're not different from each other. So it has been created right from creation. Two paths have been recommended. And now Bhagavan is saying something called as Jnana Yoga, or Jnana Marga has been recommended for people who want to go into contemplation, who are qualified for contemplation, who can withdraw from action. Correct? You are all small children, right? And now you look at small children. They will always be running around in the house. Yes or no? Can you control a child? Many times we take the child and tie it to a chair. Yes or no? You get so fed up. So, to that child, you tell, you sit in one place without running around. Can it sit in one place? Boy or girl, anything. So we keep on running. It is good. Yes or no, Arvind? Nah. So, for a person who cannot sit in one place, you cannot say do contemplation. So, Bhagavan says, for the qualified people like sannyasis who can do contemplation, Jnana Margam or Jnana Yoga has been prescribed by me. So, which Bhagavan has prescribed the other path called Karma Yoga, also has prescribed Jnana Yoga for the qualified people. Next, another way of life or another discipline called Karma Yoga has been prescribed for whom? For the householders and who want to first get the qualification criteria to go into Jnana Yoga. Clear? Huh? Please understand, this is a way of life. This is not something to change your external approach, a way of life. That means what? Today, as normal grihasthas, householders, you got something, what we do every day, morning to night, we got some 1, 2, 3, 4 activities you do, right? So, the sannyasi will have 1, 2, 3, 4 some activities to do. It's only a way of life. And Bhagavan is going to something very beautiful next sloka. So, wait for the next sloka, I'll give you more details. Okay. To-do list, correct. We can translate that. To-do list. Okay. And you can do it anywhere. Okay. You can be a sannyasi kind of mindset even sitting in Bombay. Heart of Bombay, you can be and totally withdrawn from the world. It's very much possible. It's all in the mind. Externally, way of life is defined. Checklist, correct. Checklist, beautiful. Now, clear, no? What is the answer Bhagavan is giving? First level answer Bhagavan is saying, 2 ways of life. It's a way of life. 2 disciplines. Correct? I'll give you an example. Suppose you want to be a sportsman. How many of you are children of sportsmen? No, some people want their children to become tennis player, cricket player, football player, right? What is the discipline they will follow? Tell me, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every day morning you'll get up at least at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, go for a jog. Correct? Food regime should be different. Exercise, push up, pull up, all those things you should do. Bodybuilding, strength. Everything is required. Yes or no? Venkataraman sir. Today, even in Indian cricket team, they have one qualification criteria. I forgot the name. If you don't have that, pass the test, you cannot get into the team. Yo-yo, correct. Shankara, so the yo-yo test, very good. That yo-yo test, if you don't pass, you cannot get into the team. So physical fitness is very, very, very important for games. Yes or no? Now, suppose you want your son or daughter to become PhD scholar. Can you send the person to run marathon every day morning? Run 6 kilometers and come 8 kilometers and can the person become PhD? Arvind is the best example. Arvind is a PhD scholar. You tell me your regime, what you did. Your regime will be different from a cricket player or a football player, a sumo wrestler. No. So the regulation will be different. So you pick and choose. And so Bhagavan is going to tell us what to pick, what to choose, why to do that, why not to do that. Beautiful tips and tools you're going to get in Karma Yoga. How can I myself use my own skills for my emancipation? The beauty of Bhagavan's teaching is not something he's going to impose on you. He's going to bring the best out of you. It's all in you. Bhagavan is going to say, you are the master of your future. The future is in your hands. Unnal mudiyum tambi. Correct? You can do it. Yes, we can. Somebody said in election, right? American election. Yes, we can. The person became 2-time president. Yes or no? Yes, we can. We can do it. Srivida Rajaraman, don't worry. Yes, we can. Don't keep hand like this. Okay? Not good. Okay, very good. Now, so 2 ways of life. One for the contemplative called Sannyasa Margam, who can sit quietly in one place. Try and sitting quietly in one place for 1 hour. Is it possible? Bhagavan is going to say it's not possible. So let's find out that. So clear are the slokas meaning. Let us see the Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Loke Asmin Dividha. Dividha two. Dividha Nishtha. Beautiful words. One of my favorite sloka. I mean, everything is favorite. It's one of the most favorite sloka for me in Bhagavad Gita. Nishtha Pura Prokta Maya He Anagha. Sambodhana He Anagha. Then Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. Anmaya. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan said, you all know this now. Right? Anagha, oh sinless one, I told you the meaning already. Asmin Loke. Okay, I tell the Anmaya first, right? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Anagha, he Anagha. Asmin Loke Vividha Nishtha Prokta Maya Pura. One level, you draw a line. Next, what are they? Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. So simple. It's not very simple. When you read like this, and that's why this portion is very, very simple, so that we all understand Karma Yoga properly. Bhagavan Karunamai wants to teach us properly, systematically, and so it's very, very simple. Anmaya Patra. Anmaya clear or no? Anmaya clear? Anmaya team? Tell me yes, then we'll proceed. Yes, okay, good. Now, meaning, see Bhagavan Vacha. Lord said what? Hey Anaga, oh sinless one. Okay. Asmin Loke, in this world. That means what? We know only this world, that is Artha. There are many worlds. Bhagavan is saying in the world that you are living in this world, Vividha Nishtha, twofold discipline. It's a way of life. I keep on saying discipline, discipline, discipline. That's one thing difficult, Ilya. Tell me all parents. Most difficult thing is to get discipline from children, correct? It's not? You have to inculcate from childhood, then they'll develop discipline beautifully. Please understand, that is the most important thing that we need to get. And once you get that, everything life ban jayega. So, twofold discipline have been what? Vividha Nishtha Prokta Maya has been initiated by me. Prokta means what? I have initiated. Prakarshena Ukta, that means what? I have said and it has been formalized, initiated by me. From when? Pura. Pura means what? In the beginning of creation itself. The way of life has been included even while creation was being done. You can say, somebody you can say simultaneously, but you can say even the thought is already clear. Bhagavan is very clear. See, suppose I put you in a forest. Suddenly I land you in a forest. And you cannot come out. Correct? Suppose they suddenly put you in a forest, can you come out? I blindfold you. You've seen some films, no? They'll blindfold somebody and take them to some place and the person cannot come back. Yes or no? Suppose you have a route map. You are intelligent. You put a route map already in the pocket. So already you went to the forest, but you can come out, right? So the way of life, way of living, how to live, how to get out of problems should be available before you are getting stuck. Or you understand what I'm saying? Atmanathan. When you are born in the world, before even you are born, there should be a rule book to say, how can I get out of this binding? How can I get out of samsara chakram? Samsara varathukku munnadi samsara nivritti margam irukadama. Samsara maatinona naamale vandu find out pannama. What is the way to get out? Please understand. Only who knows swimming should get into water and swim, yes or no? Without knowing swimming, how can you? Sir, I will jump into water and learn swimming. Can you do it? You cannot do, no? So first learn something, then go into them. Similarly, all the way of life is clearly defined before you get into either mess or no bliss, whatever it is. Way of life is prescribed, has been initiated by me, Prokta Maya. Pura, in the beginning itself of creation. What are the two? So two, no, write down parallel, 2 columns. Jnana Yogena, in the form of Jnana Yoga. It's now all very simple for all of you. For all Brahmavidya students, Jnana Yogam is like drinking water. Jnana Yogena, what is Jnana Yogam? Write down. Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. Systematic study of Vedanta Shastras under a traditional qualified teacher for a significant period of time with focused attention, making notes like this. What Vijay Madam is doing, make notes systematically, go back, revise again and again and again until you integrate that knowledge. Initially, it's information, result in transformation. That is Jnana Yoga. You don't need to go to forest. You can also sit at home. Take some time, free time, contemplation time, free from TV, mobile, everything. Sit down and study, focus study. That's what you're doing now in our Gita class. Okay. That has been described for Sankhyanam. You all heard about Sankhya, Sankhya, where it came? Where did Sankhya come? Second chapter called Sankhya Yoga. What is Sankhya? Sankhya has got 2 meanings. Samyak akhyayate atmatattvam anena iti. That which describes Atma Gnanam very clearly, called Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Tattva Vicharana, another meaning. By that Tattvam, we told 24 Tattvas we described, no? In the morning class, you remember? The Sankhyas are wonderful people. They know matter like nobody. They define matter as 24 principles, and they said these 24 principles are cheating you. Matter principles. So focus on the conscious, they said. They made some mistake. What mistake we'll find out later. Mamta Patil. Understood, no? Sankhya's are not Vedantis. But here, Sankhya's are people who are contemplative, who can sit down and contemplate. That means what? More or less, they're free from action. They don't have to drop their children to school. They don't have to take them to dance class, music class. You know, all those things you got, no, every Saturday, Sunday morning. Many people say, we cannot come in the morning, sir, on Saturday morning in US. We have to take our children to dance class, tuition class, music class. Correct. For Sankhyas, adala problem kadeyadu. Nagaraj avare. Avargella ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಅಲಕ್ ನೀರಜನ್ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳ ತರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಸಿಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ವೇದಾಂತ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ. ಅದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಇದೆ. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಸೂತ್ರ ಭಾಷ್ಯಂ, ದೆನ್ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಭಾಷ್ಯಂ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫುಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಭಗವದ್ ಗೀತಾ ಭಾಷ್ಯಂ. ಭಗವದ್ ಗೀತಾ slightly lesser according to the annals of the 1, 2, 3. After that, no sleeping. Again, evening, come back and study Bhagavatam. Like that, routine is there. So for them, there is nothing. My Guruji used to say, I'll just recollect what my Guruji used to say. To say my name and say, you please come. We both sit down, continue to study Shankara Bhashyam from morning to night. Some cook should be there. Anytime you're feeling hungry, go and eat something, sit down, study. That's what my Guruji used to say. Kannada ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಪ್ಪ, ದಿನ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋಣ. ಹಸುವೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಊಟ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಓದೋಣ. That's all we should do, used to say. So they have no other responsibility. But my Guru is greater than everybody. He was a Grihastha, having 2 daughters. In spite of that, he dedicated Vedanta Shastras like no one. But all somebody has taken thousands and thousands of classes of Shankara Bhashyam in the world. Only my Guru has done. I can say with authority. I have seen Vedanta worldwide. Such a great Guru, Dr. Mahapadya Subramanya Sharmaji. Greatest person you can get. Okay, anyway, you can also do your Grihastha duties, spend quality time for Vedanta Shastra at your home itself. That is Sankhya, Sankhyanam. Karma Yogena, in the form of Karma Yoga, Yoginam, for the householders. Even a householder, Grihastha is called a yogi by Bhagavan. Don't think you're not yogi. If you don't have a beard, if you don't have a mustache, don't think you're not yogi. Haribanama, you're also yogi. Don't worry. Or yogi is in the mind. Bhagavan is going to say yogi is not external. Yogi, everything, our shastra is for the mind. So clear, no? 2 columns. One for the contemplative, one for the action oriented. You want to be always action oriented. Some people, even after retirement, they cannot sit in one place. Brahmans are correct, huh? I need to give me something to do. Give me something to do. There is somebody in a character in our senior characters, no, they'll say something you should give me, otherwise I'll get Vikram or Betala. You should give some duty to that person, otherwise he will not sit idle like that. Okay, clear, no? Now this sloka we'll read and look at the overall meaning, and then I'll leave you. Jini, correct, beautiful sloka number 4. We'll study now. Laita madam. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha na karmana manarambhad naishkarmyam purushoshnyute na cha sanyasena deva siddhim samadhigacchati.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha na karmana manarambhat naishkarmyam purushoshnute na cha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati.
Very nice. Let's all chant together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha na karmana manarambhad naishkarmyam purushoshnute na cha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati. This is not nacha sanyasa kadayadu. Nacha sanyasa. Write down. Nacha sanyasa. Okay, special usage. Okay, now Bhagavan is saying here, many people think, sir, this karma, if I do, I will not get moksha. So, suddenly somebody says, I will give up action and go into sannyasam, I will get moksha. So, feeling right? Some people think like that. So, Bhagavan is saying, just by avoiding action, just by giving up karma and trying to become so-called sannyasi and sitting in one place, either idle sitting or I don't know what the person does, you will not attain liberation. Bhagavan is giving a very clear argument. Just by taking sannyasa, one cannot get moksha. Throughout Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan never gives permission to Arjuna to take sannyasa. People are very, very, curious. Go to the 18th chapter. Same question Arjuna asked even in the 18th chapter. What is sannyasa? Is asking again in the 18th chapter. He wants to get certificate to take sannyasa. Bhagavan says, no, nothing doing. You can get jnana being a householder itself. I will not give you permission because merely taking sannyasa will not assure you moksha. Sannyasa is a way of life. Please understand. Grihasthashrama is a way of life. Brahmachari is a way of life. Vanaprastha is a way of life that is going to discipline you. That discipline alone cannot give you moksha until you sit down and study Vedanta Shastra systematically. Please understand. Even by wearing a ochre robe, if you don't study Vedanta Shastra, there is no moksha. If you are wearing ochre robe, sitting and planning what building to build, what school to build, what land to acquire, what contract to do, you are a maha grihastha, maha samsari. When I have an ochre robe, Jatilo mundi lunchita kesha kashayambara bhukrita vesha na pasyanna pichana pasyati moodaha udara nimittam bhukrita vesha bhaja govindam bhaja moodam. Right? So you can wear any external, no use. Mind has to be clear. So just by taking to sannyasam, moksha is not guaranteed. Person cannot get liberation. By mere renunciation, one cannot get liberation. So, by avoiding action also, I will not do any action. Sit quiet. Simply at home. Simply, I think I'm doing meditation is meditation. You will not get liberation. Similarly, I take some ochre robe outside and go and say I'm a sannyasi. People give you flower, fruits. One of my Swamiji used to joke. They wear this ochre dress. No, people give a lot of fruits, dry fruits, cashew nut. Please understand. People can be fooled and give you all these things. But moksha is not possible without shastric study, Vedanta Shastras. So Bhagavan is clearly saying, just by avoiding action, one cannot get liberation. Person does not attain liberation. And one by wearing an ochre robe and saying, I renounce the world, even that also will not give liberation. Bhagavan is clearly saying that it is something to beyond external factors. Externally, I have given up action. Externally, I have put on a ochre robe. That is not going to give liberation or moksha. So, as intelligent student, now you have the answer. What is the path to moksha? Now you write. First, to do proper karma, then do karma as karma yoga. From karma yoga, get chitta shuddhi. From chitta shuddhi, get chitta vishalata, the broad-mindedness, accepting everything. Everything should be accepted. Then from that chitta ekagrata, focused mind can understand the shastra. Sit down and do dhyana, practice. Dhyana is a test. Whether you got chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata, then you study Vedanta Shastra, which is what? Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasana, Sakshatkara. Then only the studies, Vedanta Shastra studies is the key to moksha. Gnana devatu kaivalyam. Write down today. Without jnanam, you cannot get moksha. Tamevam vidvan avritaha iha bhavati. Vidvan means what? One who gets knowledge only can get moksham. So please understand, karma yoga, stepping stone for jnana yoga. Only when you study shastras, you get moksha. Clarity, clear? Now all these are beautifully organized, pictorial representations, flow charts, tables are all available as part of Karma Yoga e-book. Yes or no? Who has downloaded? Can you please acknowledge in the chat box? It is there or not? Beautifully picture is there. How to go from where we are to moksha. All that is beautifully put in picture. Please download that book. Go through that many times. Moksha, we are given beautifully. Our team has done a wonderful job. Please download the book, study seriously, attend the classes, do that for a significant period of time. Then moksha for you is guaranteed by grace of Guru and Bhagavan. So with prayers to Bhagavan that in this life itself, Ihached avedhi tatasatyamasti, nachediha vedi mahati vinashti. We all should work for the ultimate goal. It is called mokshayeva paramapurusharthaha. Acharya says again and again in Bhashyam, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Every day temple you go and no, do Sankalpam, right? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Chaturvida, Palapurusharthyartham, and all that. Important is Moksham. It's a Purushartham. Purushartham means what? Can be attained by your self-effort. You have to put the effort, study Shastras, Vedanta Shastra. Shastra means Shastram, Vedanta, Mimamsa, Devastu Parameshwaraha, Acharya Shankara, Acharyaha, Santu Janmani, Vedanta padikano, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutram padikinde, keep on studying. One day that light will come. But the light of knowledge will come, and then your mind will become very light. Now, Arvind Balasubramaniam, when light of knowledge comes, you will not know you have mind. That means so light your mind will become. That is Jnanam, eternal happiness. Please understand. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tatsate. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta Sanmangalani Bhavantu Sukhayeta. So within 12 hours again, what? The next portion of Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga is going to explain to you why did Bhagavan introduce the world? Guru sir, why did he say all these things? There is a reason. The reason will be revealed within 12 hours from now in the next class, 13th chapter. All of you, please come. And Saraswati madam, konjam puja odikittu varalam, onnum problem illa. Bhagavan solraru cleana. Vedanta Shastrathukku konjam puja kammi pannite come and attend classes. Only way is knowledge. This knowledge you have to get. And everything will be crystal clear. Okay? We'll see you all tomorrow, positively at 7:30 a.m. India time, 10 p.m. US East Coast, most difficult period. So the exception is given to all of them. Have an evening, afternoon nap. Then have whoever has got the practice of drink coffee, tea, drink, whatever. See, I will tell very clearly. People who got practiced, nothing wrong. Coffee kudicha, you're nothing. Don't worry. Don't listen to all those words. If coffee can make you what? No, alert. So be it. Jnanam Varnam. Jnanam is important. Please understand. Okay. So see you tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Krishna 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 Krishna.